Alright, hey guys, FatalFerret here, and welcome back to my manga collection video. It has been so long. It's literally been almost like 2 years since I said I wanted to do one, but I really haven't had time. But it's finally happened, and we can finally do it. So right behind this door is pretty much the room where I put all my manga and where I've set it all aside. I had some custom shelves built. I say custom, I mean they're just like wall racks, and put some board down, and without further ado, let's get in there and see what we got. So guys, here it is. Here's my manga collection. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Like honestly, I am super blown away by how it turned out. I kind of wish I had a little bit more shelf left over. I was hoping I wouldn't like practically fill it. I still have actually a decent amount of room with all the spaces I left. But it should be pretty cool. So for right now, the title will have about how many volumes, because I haven't counted yet, but I'm going to count after this video. I'm going to assume I have around 1,700 volumes. We'll see how close I was. Obviously it'll be in the title. Anyway guys, we're going to go through all of it. Normally I try to cut a video like this down, make it shorter, you know, not quite so crazy long, but this is just going to be a total geek out nerd video. We're just going to go through my whole collection. I'm going to try not to go too slow because obviously it's going to take a while, but it's going to be a long video, so if you want to stick in for it, that would be awesome. And I don't really say this very often, but if you guys wanted to leave a like and share this video, that would be awesome. This has been something I've worked towards so long that I would love to see what you guys think about it and to like get it out to as many people as possible. Without further ado though, let's get into the manga. Alright guys, so we're going to start right at the top. Hopefully you can hear me okay. My camera's a bit above my head. So this is all of my Bandai manga is on the top. My Bandai manga, this is the first row I did, is sort of alphabetical, but then I got sick of doing alphabetical and I ditched it after this top shelf. But we'll go with this one here. Obviously we can see here with the first series we're starting with. I'm missing those 2 volumes that are the hardest ones to get. That volume 15 and 16 are super hard. Couple volumes of Alice in the Land of Hearts. Then we have Animal Academy 1 through 7. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have Battle Club. Sorry if I'm having to like look around my camera to see what I'm looking at. So we have Battle Club. I think we're missing a few volumes there. I don't really know how many volumes there are. 1 volume of Battle Vixen, Burst Angel, which was sort of disappointing because like you have to like continue it in the anime. It's weird. Chibi Vampire. Man, I read that a long time ago, and it's actually a series I really enjoy. Here's a cool one already for my collection, and it's Code Geass. I didn't really realize how hard some of these volumes were, you know, to find. I guess especially volume 8 is extremely hard to find. It's actually worth quite a bit. And it is a first print edition as well, so I guess that volume can sell for quite a lot. I'm not selling it though. Nightmare of Nunley, volume 1 through 5. Really interesting series, very different take. And then a couple other Code Geass one-offs, the Suzaku 2 shorts, and one of the Queen's volumes. Then we have some Chobits volumes there, just sort of some random volumes. I stopped grabbing them because I can just buy the omnibuses, but I haven't done that yet. Deer's The Complete Collection, as well as the official fan book. 2 volumes of Digimon Tamers. I've never seen that before. I found those 2 used. It was pretty cool. I'd like to find the other volumes. D and Angel, pretty sad. I got this one in my infancy, pretty soon off when I started collecting manga, but it'll never be finished, so yay. And then we have, I only have 1, 2, 3, I'm missing, and 4. I don't really know much about this series. I haven't read those volumes. Don't really know what else there is for volumes. Then we have Fate Stay Night. I think I have 1 through 11. again, I don't know how many of those were published. That's the thing with Bandai, is that you lose track of like what was published, what's even like available to get. One volume of Fruits Basket, won't get those anymore because I can just get the new Yen Press editions. Fake, don't even know what it is. I think it's a yaoi. I bought it for like $1 Goodwill. I really don't need it anymore, but I do have it. FLCL, Volume 1. Future Diary, a series I actually really enjoy, except for I hate the ending. I think the ending is absolute trash tier, so that made me really sad. Then we have Gurren Lagann, 1 through 5. I think there is a Volume 6, but I don't have it, and I think that one's extremely hard to find. Bravo Girls Volume 1, Get Backers Volume 1 through 4. The Hack series, Hack GU, Hack Quadruple X, Hack Alistor. So yeah, I like the first two. Hack GU and Hack Quadruple X are very good. Hibiki's Magic, I got that forever ago, don't even remember what it's about. Instant Teen, got those for 50 cents a piece. Kimmy Kiss, I actually really enjoyed Kimmy Kiss. I probably should be ashamed saying that, but I wasn't for some reason. I actually really enjoyed all those short stories. Then here we have Love Hina, I believe the complete collection there. Magical Miracle, don't even remember getting it. Maid War, a long time ago, don't really know what it's about, don't really remember it very well. Some Pokemon books right there. I'd like to get some more Pokemon books at some point. Another off volume, and then we have Psychic Academy. I think I tried reading it once and didn't particularly enjoy it. Peach Fuzz. It's a story about a ferret, and I used to like ferrets, obviously. Peach Fuzz, woo! So, I mean, it's in my collection, I guess. And then we have Rave Master. I actually quite enjoy Fairy Tail. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. So I always want to go back and read the original work. Well, not the original work, but his previous work. But his art style is much more improved now. I mean, even the beginning of Fairy Tail is still kind of the same art style. But anyway, I haven't read it yet. I'd like to collect more of them. Real High School Bout. I think I have just a couple odd volumes there. 1 through 7 of Samurai Harem. What a title. And then we have just some off volumes here. Saving Life. The first omnibus of Tokyo Mew Mew. The Ugly Yet Beautiful World, 1 through 3. Wolf's Rain. And then we can turn here, and then we have the third. Man, that's one of the first few volumes I ever bought, by the way, the third, like when I first bought my own manga. It's crazy. Such a random series that no one ever even knows about. And then we have like some of the Warrior manga books. And then we have the Stitch manga book, as well as Dragon's Knights. So a lot of those I haven't, and then we have just a Miku figure I put up here, because I could. So a lot of those are just kind of random series. Like I said, I haven't really read a lot of those, if I'm honest. I've read a lot of them. I've read about half of them on that top shelf, but that's just kind of Bandai for you. Alright, moving down here. Let's see if we can keep going right along. Pandora Hearts, 1 through 23. I'm missing just the last volume so far. I'm on like volume 8 or 9. I kind of got bogged down. I haven't read it for a few years. So I really need to... The problem is I don't remember what enough of was going on, so I need to reread that. Then we have Sumomomo, Momomomo, the complete collection. I don't know what to say, but it's a very strange series, but I found myself enjoying it to an extent. But then I stopped reading it around, I don't know, volume like 9 or 10, and it's such a random series, I'll have to reread the whole thing to even know what's happening. Then we have Soul Eater Not complete, and then Soul Eater itself complete. I love Soul Eater, I think it's great. The manga, the anime maybe not so much. The anime is just entertaining, but the manga I think is very good. Then we have Bamboo Blade. I haven't read much of it. The first volume of Excel World. Black Butler. I'm not really a huge fan of Black Butler, if I'm completely honest. I liked the first few volumes, but then I just kind of fell off. Bloody Cross 1 and 2. Black God. That's the one I haven't read in probably years, like literally years. I haven't picked it up for a very long time. I'm missing some volumes, obviously, and my volumes are out of order. So you're gonna notice some out of order volumes, honestly, because I haven't quite fixed it all perfectly yet. And then we have The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, again a series that I kind of stopped reading probably around volume 10. And just recently started picking up the later volumes. I'm still missing 18 and 19, but I would like to really finish that sometime. And here's another series that I haven't read for a really long time that I just kind of fell off of. Higurashi, I used to really enjoy it, but the stories just... The later on I got, the more I didn't like the stories, and the more confused I got. One of these days I'll finish it to know what the bloody hell was happening, but you know. Then we have Sword Art Online. Those are out of order too. Fairy Dance 1 through 3. What's it called? Anacard? That one. I didn't really like the art style. I actually quite like Progressive, if I'm honest. I'm not a huge Sword Art Online fan. It's just kind of like one of those guilty pleasures, something that's just kind of fun to read without having too much plot and story, if I'm honest. Phantom Bullet. And then Girls Ops volumes. I like the Girls Ops volumes. They were kind of entertaining. Then we have Spice and Wolf. I like Spice and Wolf a lot. Why I haven't completed and read all the volumes yet, I don't know. I guess I've been just buying other volumes, but I'd like to get the rest of those sometime. Chica, the Coffin Princess. I actually quite like that. I haven't finished the series yet. I've read the first 3. I need to pick up volume 4 so I can read the rest of it. Then we have Madoka Magica, which I'm really ashamed to say I haven't watched the anime, I know, and I haven't really read many of these manga either. I think I started reading the first volume, but I just never picked it up after that. I'm ashamed to say that. It's supposed to be a great series, and I really would like to get back into that. 1 through 5, the complete collection of Cat Paradise. It was okay, nothing special. And then we have Nabari no Ono, or no On. Again, a series I can honestly say I haven't read any of it yet. I just picked it up used, and just one of these days I'll get around to it. Yotsuba, I love Yotsuba, as I'm sure a lot of you do as well. I honestly, I really do love Yotsuba. It's an amazing series, and I highly recommend it. Then we have, oh, what do you even say this? It's, I can't even tell from the, so I haven't read this one yet. If you guys couldn't tell, can't even see the name from the side here. But anyway, I have some odd volumes. I've been just picking up used as I find them, because I haven't been bothered to pick them up new. They have Godire Sora. It wasn't very good, if I'm honest. It was okay, but not much substance. 1 through 4. I bought most of those volumes used. And then we have The Devil is a Part-Timer. Durarara. I like the anime quite a bit, so I'm looking forward to reading the manga. High School, I don't know what that was. That just brain cramp immensely. High School of the Dead. And then we have another one I think I picked up used. It's Alice of the Deadlines? I don't really know what it is or what it's about, but you know, if I'm completely honest. Then we have Jack Frost, a series that I liked, but there was so long in between volumes that I've kind of lost track of the series. Like, there was a long time where there was no volumes. I didn't even mention this. That was all pretty much Yen Press on this shelf right here. But over here, we switch a little bit to some other company. So we have Yosuka Cortez, or Quartet Cortez. 1 through 5, that's one that'll never be finished. And then we have Tsubasa 1 through 11. I bought those used, haven't read them yet. And then we have some odd volumes here. I'd like to get those Air Gear omnibuses, honestly. Then we have LDK, Kiss Him Not Me. Kiss Him Not Me was actually really good, I thought. I'd like to get some more of it. Ninja Slayer Kills, nah, I didn't really care for it. Maria the Virgin Witch, I wanted to like it more, but it was just okay. Real Account was interesting. It was actually really interesting. Maybe I'll pick some more of that up sometime. Bloody Monday 1 and 2, haven't read much of it. Sherlock Bones, I haven't read any of those yet because I just bought those 4 used, but I still need to get the first volume. And then Wild Hearts, a complete collection that I haven't really read. And then if I go over here, we just have some pastel random volumes as well as a random volume of Sailor Moon. Alright, going back over here again. We'll finish off our Yen Press. And so as you can see here, we've got just a little Maki figure. And then we have Akame ga Kill 1 through 5, and then Akame ga Kill 0, 1 and 3. I'd like to read some more of that. I hear the manga is better than the anime. And then we have Sundom. I haven't read any of it, but boy howdy does it look interesting. Blood Lad, a good first volume. I haven't picked up any more of it. Then we have B-Tomb. I watched a little bit of the anime. It looked interesting. I bought these volumes cheap, but I still need to buy volume 1. 1 through 3, 1, 2, 3, we're missing 4. So, you know, some volumes of Is This a Zombie? I haven't watched or read any of it yet, so I gotta read that at some point. Trinity 7, it's okay. It's really not great, if I'm honest. I don't love it by any means. High School D&D, I don't love it as a lot of other people do. I've only read the first 2 volumes so far. I don't know. It was okay, I thought. Dragon's Rioting. Really didn't care for it, if I'm honest. Really just, didn't actually like it much at all. Log Horizon Volume 1. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I actually really enjoyed this series. Really looking forward to whenever these volumes come out. Like it a lot. Horimiya, I like this series quite a lot too, if I'm honest. One thing about this is I think I've got like 40 or so volumes in my room still of manga that aren't in here on the shelves right now. Those are either volumes that I'm currently reading or that are for the next manga haul. So like I have volume 5 in my room, I just haven't read it yet. 1 through 3 of Overlord, pretty good series, pretty good start so far. 1, 4, and 5 of Strike the Blood. I haven't read much of it yet, just still in the first volume. Inu X Boku, I got these volumes used, so I still need to get volume 1 obviously to start reading it. So then we have How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend, 1, 3, and 4. I still need to pick up volume 2 because I would like to read all of these. I like the anime quite a lot, so the first volume was very good. And Happy, I'm currently reading the first volume in my room, and then here's 2 and 3. Again, I'm currently reading the first volume of My Youth Romantic Comedy As Long As I Expected. I'm liking that. I think I've actually finished the first volume. I liked it quite a bit. Taboo Tattoo, ReZero, Black Bullet. These are all just one-off volumes that I want to do some manga reviews on at some point, so I can play H. Then we have No Matter How You Look at It, It's Your Fault, I'm Not Popular, 1 and 2. A good series. I laughed. It was pretty funny. A Certain Magical Index, Volume 1. School Live. I'd like to get some more of those volumes. I like that quite a lot too. Then we have The Honors Student at Magic High School. Pretty good. I still need to finish it. And then Space Dandy. I love the anime, and so the manga hasn't been a disappointment at all. And then we have Tri-Age X 1 through 6 and 12. So I'd kind of picked up these odd volumes, I think at a convention for a really cheap price. And I actually just recently picked up like 6 through 10. So that's some cool new volumes I have as well. Then just I have some nice, so I've left like shelf space kind of like in here because I know I'll add new volumes here. So I've tried to leave shelf space in certain spots. So then we just have Snow Miku, a little Natsu pop figure. And then we start getting into Viz Media manga. So we have Siren 1 through 10, 11, 13, 15, and 16. 16 is the last volume, so I just need to fill it out. I honestly, people said it was an underrated shonen. I honestly didn't really care for it very much. I'm kind of struggling to get through it. I've read like the first 4 volumes, I believe. I'm going to try and finish it sometime, but boy, I'm not super excited to get back to it. Tenji Mabachi. Haven't read this series in so long. I've read all of these volumes, but honestly, it's probably been 4 years since I've read the series, so boy, I'm going to have to reread those when if I ever want to get back into the series. Hayate the Combat Butler. Obviously just some really random volumes right here. I bought these all for probably like $1 a piece, just at a convention or something like that, just people trying to get rid of them. And then we have Read or Die, 1 through 4 complete, then Read or Die, I don't know if is this one a Read or Die as well? I honestly am not completely sure. This one, yeah, it's Read or Die, Read or Dream. I thought it was different. I was about to say, oh no, why didn't that work? Go, no. Get the manga back in there. Mar, 1 through 4. Shakugan no Shana, 1 through 6. I think these are kind of hard to come by. I have volume, again, one of the reasons you might see missing volumes is that I have some signed volumes, which I'll show to you later. They're kind of over here. But signed volumes I kind of keep off the shelf just because I want to at least like mark them somehow so I know they're signed before I put them on the shelf. Oh, these are backwards. That's kind of funny. I just picked up this not too long ago, obviously. Gestalt? Don't know. It's a complete series. I never heard of it, but interestingly enough, I'll go ahead and check it out. Inubaka. Some of you might have heard me talk about this series before, but damn, it's these 2 volumes were like 2 of the first few volumes of manga I ever got, and the fact that Viz canceled it with 5 volumes to go breaks my heart still to this day. I don't know. I'd love to see it finished, but at this point, it's probably never going to happen, which really makes me sad. It was really makes me sad. Then we have Fallen Vampire, a series I've had for a very, very long time. And wow, I love this short series. Like, seriously, this is one that I've always wanted to talk about before. It's probably been like 5 or 6 years since I've actually read it. But I thought the series was amazing, and I had to reread it to remember much of it, because it's just been so long, and it's such a short series. But wow, I really liked it, and I thought it was a really underrated series. Then we have my Full Metal Alchemist collection, 1 through 27. Love Full Metal Alchemist, think it's a great series, really enjoyed it, I think it's one of the best probably I've read, as far as story goes and stuff like that. Coming back over here, now we're still on Viz, because I've got a lot of Viz manga. This took up like at least a shelf and a half, if not 2 shelves. So then we have Rosario Vampire. Again, this is a series I truly love. This one's a bit special to me. It was kind of one of those first few series I picked up and read. I think it's great. I think the ending's great. The story's great. A great pickup, if I do say so myself. I have Volume 1 of Dead Man Wonderland signed, so that's why it's not on the shelf, but I do have all the volumes. Then we have D. Gray Man, a series I have a love-hate relationship with. I really like D. Gray Man. Again, it's a series I've been collecting for a long time. Obviously, it's been bit by the hiatus bug, probably just about as hard as any series has. And I don't know, D. Gray Man's such a complicated series that once you like get in here, I started to almost not lose interest, but like become lost completely in what was supposed to be happening in the story. Like back here, like, I mean, the series was amazing back in here. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've read it, so who knows if this series will ever get completed. And then we have Bakuman, 1 through 20, a series that I did not expect to like, but ended up loving. A really great addition to any collection, if I do say so myself. Then we have Naruto. As you can see, I've been collecting it for a long time. This is rather faded. I have the windows open right now. There's a big blizzard going on outside right now. But I'll keep those shades closed. Only when I'm recording, I'll probably open them some. But they're going to be closed to prevent what happened to my poor Naruto. But you know, it happens, and just shows some loving in the old series. So then, obviously, yeah, so Naruto, the whole series, the complete thing, all the way down to 72, and the last kind of like extra volume as well. So then we have a series here, Naru Rise of the Yokai Clan. I haven't read it. I still need to get volume 1 so I can start. But this is like one of those series where a lot of you are probably going to ask where I've got, like, I keep saying, you know, I find manga used, and I find manga on sale sometimes. So, I buy so much manga, I put a lot of work into trying to find it cheaper. A lot of these volumes I got, it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There was a manga, like, shop in my area. It's, like, the only one in the whole state. Because manga's not really big up north here, if I'm honest. And so they had an amazing collection of manga in the store. It was just a locally run store. And they decided that they were going to move away from manga. So over the past probably 2 or 3 years, they've been trying to sell their manga. And eventually they were left with a lot of series like this that no one really wanted. And so they were selling them between like $5 and $2 a volume. So, you know, bam. Pick that stuff up. That's why I have all those volumes, but I haven't read them yet. Then we have Bleach. So we have 22 through 67, and then we have just the box set here, which is the first 1 through 21. I have a love-hate relationship with Bleach. I've read the whole thing already online, and eventually I'll probably pick up all the volumes just so I have the whole thing, and I'll read them again. But man, I don't know, Bleach, the like through here, like everyone else says, through here, it's amazing. It's really, really good. This was kind of weird. It kind of is okay, but then then it gets here, and then it just gets, I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in Bleach. The ending, I did not like at all, so, you know, love-hate relationship with Bleach. A few volumes stuffed in here. We just have Requiem of the Rose King, Volume 1, and then Yokai Watch, a couple random volumes there. I'm going to read that at some point, but I don't have the first volume yet. Then we have Hunter x Hunter. So, Hunter x Hunter I struggle with, because I've been picked up these volumes. I think a lot of these I got for like $3 a piece. I have 1 through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, I'm in pretty good here. So I don't have 14, and then 16, but then I have some odd volumes up through. So, I'd like to read Hunter x Hunter, but there's two things stopping me from it. Always that rough shonen style. Sometimes some of these series had, like Naruto and Bleach and Fairy Tail, that they all kind of suffer from this, like where the art gets better, I guess, as it goes along. I don't really like the art style of Hunter x Hunter, and then the fact that it's pretty much always on hiatus and constantly on hiatus, it makes me hesitant to read it, because if I like it and it's as good as people say it is, well, I want to catch up, and then what if it's never finished? So I'm going to hold off on Hunter x Hunter and maybe just try and read it if it ever, you know, gets back on a regular schedule. Then we have Kurohime. Again, this is a series back in that poor 2008 time period that Viz canceled. It'll probably never be finished, but I have these volumes, all the volumes that were released. And here's another victim right beside it, which is Strawberry 100%. I was always hoping to get volume 4, because that one's very rare and hard to find. But I have those volumes, and if I find the other volumes used someday, maybe I'll get them, but other than that, I'm not too bothered. Alrighty. So those are some of my more, like, completed Viz series. Not all of them are completed, all obviously, but they're my longer series. So then, once we get down here, we kind of get to some more ones that can be continued, but some of them are completed. So we have Ultimo. I liked the first couple volumes of Ultimo quite a lot, but then it got weird and I didn't really like it, and I've kind of not paid attention to it very much. Then we have Tuxedo Again, kind of just a silly series. It was enjoyable enough. Then we have Dragon Dive, the complete series 1 through 14. Slam Dunk, a series that I absolutely want to get the rest of. I want to get the rest of it, and then I want to binge it, because I've heard how amazing it is, and so I definitely want to get more of that. The Prince of Tennis, I don't really know much about the Prince of Tennis, but I find it on sale in random places just because no one seems to want it. I don't know why, but there's a lot of volumes, and I have a bunch of random ones here. Obviously I have 1 through 4, and then a decent amount of the teens and some of the 20s. So anyway, I have those. Then we have Hiroko no Go. I haven't read the first volume yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Kuroko's Basketball. I don't know what to say about Kuroko's Basketball. The art style throws me off, because I'm not a huge fan of it. Then Haikyuu, Volume 1. I want to get more of these. The first volume I rather enjoyed a lot, so I'd like to get some more of those. Magi. I've read pretty much all of these volumes except for maybe the last couple. I like Magi quite a bit. I'm kind of behind right now in collecting it, but I do really enjoy Magi. Seraph of the End, I liked it to begin with, but I'm a bit iffy on it now. I'm definitely going to keep reading it. I think I'm on like volume 6 or 7. I don't think I've finished 7 yet. And then Food Wars. I love Food Wars. Absolutely can't say enough about Food Wars. Always waiting for the next volume to come out. I really, really, really like it. I highly recommend you pick it up. Nisekoi False Love. Again, this is actually a series I like quite a lot, if I'm honest. There are some volumes where nothing happens, which is a bit frustrating. But I must say I have liked Nisekoi quite a bit. One Punch Man, Volume 1 through 9. What else can I say about One Punch Man? I think we all love it. I think we all think it's really very good. My Hero Academia. I really, really like this series. I've got to be honest, I probably like it more than One Punch Man. Man, I love this series so much. I just think it's really very good. Probably one of my favorite series in my collection, which might surprise some of you, is Eyeshield 21 from the artist from One Punch Man. I love this series so much. I love Eyeshield 21. Thought it was a great story. It's a great sports manga. Not many series about football. The first few volumes can be a bit tedious just because it's going to explain football to a Japanese audience. But my gosh, the storytelling in this I think is unbelievable. I highly, highly recommend it. Blue Exorcist. So I've got all these volumes. I bought all these. I had like volume up to 7 for a long time and then dropped it because they kind of put it on hiatus. There wasn't a new volume for a really, really, really long time, and I never found out why, but then I noticed that they started releasing volumes again. So I started picking up some of the other volumes, and I've just started rereading it so I can get back into it. Then we have Excel Saga. So actually right now, I'm in the process of buying some more of these because I think it's already finished. And I think it actually looks really interesting. It's obviously an older series, but I'd actually really like to read it. And so I've read the first few volumes right now. I might even do some videos on it at some point. Assassination Classroom. I like Assassination Classroom, but not as much as some other people do. Obviously, the art style is a lot simpler than you'll find in some other scenarios. And then the story just kind of, I know it probably gets amazing, and I needed to kind of persevere through the middle, but I kind of got bogged down a little bit, got a little bored, but eventually I will go back to Assassination Classroom. Twin Star Exorcist. Quite liked it, if I'm honest. I've got to be honest, I liked it quite a lot. But, you know, it's one of those things, I'm not in a huge rush to pick up the volumes. We only have 1 through 2 right now. Seventh Garden, I thought was a very good series. Maybe not very good, but it was good. It was a nice read, has promise, and I'm looking forward to reading some more. And then Platinum End Volume 1. One Piece Volume 1. Just one volume of One Piece, I know. I haven't got any more of One Piece yet because I'd like to buy the box sets, and they cost a lot, and I haven't done it yet. So Boku Reikin, Shaman King, Pretty Face, some random volumes there. Black Cat, I don't have all the volumes. I'm missing a couple in the middle. Flame of, what's it called? I picked these up used. Flame of Rika. I have some of those. It was an old series. I don't know much about it, but I'd like to read them. Alice 19th. I think I picked that one up at Goodwill as well. That's a complete series. And then I have some random volumes here. Just Nana 5, Claymore 25, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, and some Godchild. Some random volumes that are kind of just being a bookend right now. Okay, so that is a lot of the Viz, but we still have more Viz to go. But now, however, we're actually moving into Shojo. So a lot of these other ones were either Shonen Jump or stuff like that, but I've kind of separated my Shojo down here on the bottom. And I actually have a decent amount of it, if I'm honest. So Library Wars is actually a series I really enjoy. I was reading it for a long time. The volumes took a long time to come out, but this is a complete series, and I actually, honestly, quite like it. Phantom Thief Jean, the complete collection. Sakura Hime, The Legend of the Princess Sakura. Was this complete? I think it might be? Yeah, final volume. So yeah, that's all of them. I'm never going to be able to get this back in here. What have I done? Oh god. Okay, that's fine for now. I'll fix it later. Butterflies, Flowers. Actually, it was a fun read. Not a great series. But I still need volume 7. I've read I think the first 4 or 5 volumes or so. Dawn of Arcana. 1 through 12. Midnight Secretary, that's just as shoujo as it gets. Honestly, I read the whole thing, and it really wasn't bad, if I'm honest. Voiceover, I think I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing 7, and I think that's it, because I think volume 12 is the last volume. Blackbird, I have some random volumes here. I don't have quite all of them. Eventually, I'll fill this in so I can continue reading it. Natsumi's Book of Friends, and actually a kind of underrated series, if I say so myself. I like it quite a lot. Kami-sama Kiss 1 through 11. I bought these, I want to say 2 years ago on a Right Stuff sale. My Love Story, probably like one of my favorite shoujo beat in this whole collection. I love this series. It's so good. I highly recommend anyone read it because honestly, anyone can. It's really good. Skip Beat, this is obviously an old classic. I've read the first few volumes, and like I've said before, I want to read more of it. I have a bunch of volumes now. I was missing odd volumes in the single digits for a while, but I recently got them, so now I can go ahead and binge that at some point. So here we have these up through 34, and I'm kind of missing some, as you can see right there. Then we have Kimi ni Tokido. Toko, I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. Leave me alone. Don't bully me. I actually loved the first volume. Like, the first volume was amazing, but I haven't really spent much time pursuing the other volumes. I got the rest of these volumes for like a really good price. I think about $2 or $3 a volume, so that's why I have all these odd volumes. But I figured I know I'm going to buy them at some point, so I just bought them now. Idle Dreams Volume 1, it was okay. Kumino Confessionary, Volume 1. Shuriken and Pellets, Volume 1. QQ Sweeper. So Cute It Hurts, that volume was not good at all, if I do say so. Everyone's Getting Married. Honey So Sweet. And High School Debut. I actually really quite liked High School Debut and want to get some more of those big editions. Hello, Red. Alrighty, moving. So now we're kind of more towards Kodansha and Del Rey. That's kind of what's the next batch of shelves is going to be. So I kind of have these backwards, if I'm honest. But we have QU Holder, volumes 1 through 3, Negima Neo, and then the whole collection of Negima up to volume 38, which is the last volume. I wanted to like. So obviously this one's signed actually. I missed this. I remember this one was signed and it was still on the shelf. So QU Holder is kind of like a follow-up series, I think, to Negima. The Negima was like, it was just generic in the middle. And then like sort of in the teens it got interesting. And then at like volume 20 and 21 it got great. Like, oh my god, like I was like, whoa, I did not expect this from the series. It was great all the way through here. It was really good. Last volume, shit, ruined everything. I hated it. It was dumb. Didn't ruin everything, but did not like the ending at all. Thought it was dumb. Anyway, moving on. Shikara, 1 through 11. I think that's the complete series. 1 through 7 of A Silent Voice. So A Silent Voice, honestly, I can't recommend it enough. It's an amazing series, guys. Lots of real life stuff going on in this volume about bullying and people with disabilities. I love this series so much, and it's I can't recommend it enough, honestly. You really should check it out. Monster Hunter, 1 through 4. I think that's from the same artist as Fairy Tail. Then we have Let's Dance a Waltz, which, if I'm honest, wasn't very good. It was okay, but just kind of blah. And then we have Monster Soul, which is kind of a one-off from the Fairy Tail author. And then we have I Am Here, 1 and 2 Omnibus. And then we have all the omnibus editions of Kitchen Princess, volumes 1 through 4. Whew, we're getting there, guys. Goodness gravy, we're getting there. Now we're moving on down here. Okay, so continuing on with a lot of our Kodansha comics, we have some novels of Attack on Titan, and then we have the manga. We have 1 through 17, but we also have 16 and 18 right here. Then we have some of the Before the Wall, and then No Regrets. Obviously, we all know what Attack on Titan is, and I think it's pretty good. Then we have Missions of Love. I actually thought this series was okay. To an extent. It's not great, but it's an entertaining enough read. Your Lie in April, I love this series. It's such a touching series, but it is honestly really very, very good. Then we have My Fairy Tale. I got a lot of these volumes for like $4 a piece on Crunchyroll. I don't know why, but Crunchyroll like 2 years ago like was selling a shit ton of Fairy Tale volumes, and I didn't really have a lot of them yet, so this was pretty cool. You'll see some missing volumes in here. One of them is signed, and then I don't know if I'm just missing any or if I actually have them all now. I haven't looked at my Fairy Tale collection in a long time to double check and see if I have all the volumes. I think I just about do. But yeah, Fairy Tale is pretty cool in my opinion. And then we have some of the one-offs. We have Fairy Tale Ice Trail, which is okay. Then we have Fairy Girls, which was also good. The art was very good. And then we have oh, I'm forgetting her name. No, I can't forget her name. I'm not leaving till I remember her name. Wendy's Story, which is much more of a shoujo style. And then we have Fairy Tail Zero, which was very good. That was a very good backstory. Okay, The Seven Deadly Sins, which is a great series. I'm a couple volumes behind off of current, but I'm definitely up to volume 14. I love this series. I think it's very, very good. Always looking forward to that series. Cage of Eden, I haven't read a ton of these yet, but I've read the first 3, I think. It was interesting. Weird series, but interesting. Say I Love You, I actually really like this series quite a bit, so I want to get more of the volumes. The Heroic Legend of Arslan. Maybe it gets better. I've read the first 2 volumes. I didn't love it, if I'm honest. And the same thing with Noragami. I know a lot of people love it. Maybe it gets better, but I wasn't a huge fan of Noragami. Tell me in the comments or something if it gets better, because, man, I really wasn't feeling Noragami, if I'm honest. So then we have some more here. We have Marduk Scramble. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're missing some. And then we have Ninja Girls, which is a series I got ages ago. And then we have Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. Love this series. Think it's very good. I really, really enjoy reading it, actually. One of my favorite series I've been reading recently, if I'm honest. Okie dokie. So now we have World War Blue. I bought these on, what was it, not Barnes & Noble. Books A Million's sale, which is still going on, by the way. They've had this like manga sale going on for like over a year, but I was hoping sometime they'd trade out the manga and add some new ones, but they haven't for a long time. The first volume of Orange, the first two omnibuses of Freezing, and then we have some Venus versus Vidi. The omnibus, I would really like to find the other omnibus, but it's really hard to come by. And then we have Zero's Familiar. What's that called? I can't read it from up here. You guys know what it is. I'm like standing above it. I have the camera down by my feet. It's kind of awkward if I'm honest. Then we have the original Zero's Familiar, all the omnibuses. They're really nice omnibuses, by the way. Obviously, as you can see, this is my 7Cs shelf. I'm trying not to cover the, it's hard to hold the camera and not cover the audio thing. And then we have a certain scientific railgun. I like a certain scientific railgun quite a bit. I kind of like it more than Magical Index, if I'm honest. Then we have a bunch of volumes of Dance in the Vampire Bund. I've read most of this series, but not some of the later volumes that have come out. Witch Hunter. Then we have this one here, which I actually gotta say I like quite a lot. I'd like to get some more of those volumes. I really quite enjoyed it, if I'm honest. And then we have Not Lives. It was okay. It was just okay, if I'm honest. Then we have Magica, Swordsman, and Summoner. Kind of just an ecchi series with not a ton of substance. Pretty cookie cutter characters. Nun Non Biyori, a really cute series if you're just looking for some nice slice of life. Toradora. I love Toradora. It's one of my favorite all-time anime, but God, the manga is super frustrating with how long it takes volumes to come out. Dragonair Academy. I like it. Lots of ecchi, though. 12 Beast and Monster Muzumi. I think Monster Muzumi is really funny. Lots of ecchi, obviously. 12 Beast, it doesn't have the same charm Monster Muzumi does. It's not too much ecchi, but all there is ecchi and no story and no substance. Monster Muzumi is at least funny, and I didn't find 12 Beast very funny. Then we have My Monster Secret. I love My Monster Secret. I can't wait for the new volume to come out. I just love reading it. I highly recommend it. Hagony, I love Hagony as well. I love the anime originally, and so getting caught up in the manga has been really fun. Defrag, kind of another just nonsensical type of series. It's not like my favorite, but I do like it quite a lot. I Don't Like You at All, Big Brother. Again, this is more volumes I got on the Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, my apologies, Books A Million sale. I just kind of bought them because they were super cheap. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. I'd like to read this. I hear mixed reviews about it, but honestly, I still am really interested in it. Evergreen, didn't really like it. The last volume was really weird. It was really weird, if I'm honest. Golden Time, another story from the author of Toradora. And it's okay. It's not great. It's not as good as Toradora, but I don't not like reading it. But it's good. It's a nice read every now and then. Strike Witches. I didn't like all of the Strike Witches books. Like some of the art, like this one, honestly, I really didn't care for. These two, honestly though, the One-Winged Witches was really good. I really enjoyed the One-Winged Witches. It's kind of hard to say. I like those two volumes a lot, honestly, which surprised me because I didn't like all of the Strike Witches volumes. Then we have Bodacious Space Pirates. That I believe follows the movie. Nurse Otomi's Monster Infirmary. Quite a bit ecchi in it, but again, it's got good enough humor that I quite enjoy reading it, if I'm honest. Girls in Panzer. Gakuen Police. Gakuen Polsy. Didn't really like it. It's a Yuri manga. Didn't really like it. Angel Beats, Heaven's Door, Pandora and the Crimson Shell. Strange series. I wouldn't mind reading more of it, but strange. The Testament of Sister New Devil. I think I have volume 3 in my room. Pretty good, lots of ecchi, but, entertaining enough. It's not like an amazing story, but sometimes it's fun just to have these nonsensical, have some ecchi, have some action stories with some really great art. Magical Girl Apocalypse, that's a series. Let's not talk about that one. A Certain Scientific Accelerator. Senran Kaguri, No Game, No Life. Rip, we'll only ever get one volume. The Ancient Magus Bride. I really, really like The Ancient Magus Bride a lot. One of those series that I've been really invested in lately. Servamp. Meh. It's just okay. Kuroko Connect. Clay Lord, didn't like that volume very much at all. Mayo Chiki, the only reason I don't have more volumes of that is because the omnibuses look really nice. I'd like to get those instead. Masumi-kun's Revenge, NTR Trap, didn't really care for that one either. Kisses, Sighs, and Cherry Blossoms. And then we have Arpeggio of Blue Steel. Whew, and that does it for the big shelf. Goodness gracious. Was that difficult? So those of you who might not know, I don't have a self-focusing camera, so I've got to be really careful when I do this because obviously I don't want to do all this and have it like all not be in focus. So that's, boom, a big old wall of manga. I'm going to put in the description how much manga is on this one wall, and then we can talk about the other shelves, because we do have some other shelves to look at before we're done. So again, we are back to Dance in the Vampire Bund with some of the omnibuses. I think at some point I'll get rid of the small editions and just keep the omnibuses. Then we have some more of the single volumes of the tall versions. And then we have A Centaur's Life, which is a really cool slice of life. I actually really enjoy it quite a lot. Citrus. I'm not a huge Yuri manga fan. This one I am though. I don't know why. It's probably just 'cause the art is the art is great. The art is so good. I can't get enough of it, if I'm honest. Then I have a bunch of volumes from Alice in the Land of Insert Hearts Clover or whatever. I got almost all of these on the Barnes & Noble sale. Other than that, I probably wouldn't have them. That light's messing me up a bit now, isn't it? And then we have A Sacred Blacksmith, 1 through 6. And then we have just another random volume. And then we have Death Note, a few of the black editions. Terraformers, I seem to have misplaced. I had the first 2 volumes, but I don't know where they are, if I'm honest. Then we have Neon Genesis Evangelion. I've also just noticed that I had my thumb over the audio thing that whole time, which is kind of awkward. Then we have 20th Century Boys. I got these ones on sale, which is why I only have these volumes. Eventually I like to pick up the other ones, obviously. And going down here, we're looking at our Viz Big editions. So we have Dragon Ball Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, and 8. I still need to get volume 6. Then we have Hot Gimmick, the complete collection in omnibus form. My Inuyasha, my Viz Big Inuyasha editions. I really want to get all of these someday. I really like to collect them all, so I have them. And then we have Jormund, 1 through 10. And then we have Tengi, which is a series I haven't really read, but looks really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're missing 9. And then we have my Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is pretty good, as we all know, but I haven't been keeping up with it super religiously. Then we have some really old volumes. I think these are kind of cool, honestly. They're really, really old Viz manga, so they're kind of cool. I bought them all used for a decent price. It cost me a little bit for them, but nothing crazy. A couple volumes of Black Lagoon, which I'd like to get more of, and All You Need Is Kill. Alright, so that does it for these 2 on the floor here. So now we're going over to this shelf, and I'll show you more of maybe this shelf later in another video. But we're just going to stick with the manga for now, because this video is going to be long enough. But let's go ahead and get this a bit more zoomed in. There we go. Alrighty. So we have The Flowers of Evil, which is a weird series. So weird, but it's really entertaining to read, if I'm honest. First couple of volumes of Mysterious Girlfriend, also another pretty weird series. Volumes 1 through 8 of Witchcraft Works, I really enjoy. With Witchcraft Works, I like it a lot. The art is absolutely phenomenal. The Garden of Words, a really good 1-volume series. You might have seen the movie. Amazing animation. My Neighbor Seki, a really funny series. I really enjoy it. And then we have Coward Fart Vanguard, Immortal Hounds, Nichijou, another great comedy, Knights of Sidonia, Ajin, Tokyo Esp, Cheese Sweet Home, the first omnibus. And then these are all of my... Oh, let me get down the floor here. These are all of my signed volumes I kind of have sitting right here. So maybe we can kind of look at these. So this one's signed obviously by the author. She drew a little thing on there for me. What else do we have in here? Is this one signed? I don't really. Oh yeah, it is. You can see right there. It's signed by the person who plays Hange. And then I've got Naruto. I think it's signed on the cover by 2 people. Who are the 2 people? I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm so old. Then we have the girl who plays Minori. I can't remember her name right now because I'm kind of brain dead. I've been up since morning setting this up, so I'm sorry if I can't remember names or mispronounce shit. Then I got Monica Rial and what's his name that plays the whiny kid? I can't remember, but Monica Rial, they both signed it, which is really cool. I love how this volume looks signed, by the way. Let's see, and then just some more volumes here. This one's signed by the girl who plays Mira Jane, just like that. Oh yeah, Monica Rial again. Duh, I forgot for a second. But anyway, pretty cool stuff. This one's signed by Jeremy Lee, which is really cool because I love Jeremy Lee. And then just some guy who played Grimjow, just like that. And then Toradora, signed by the girl who played Toradora. So, some more random volumes right here. High School of the Dead, 2 big editions. Fairy Tale Max Edition, and then just a few more vertical in there. Girl on the Shore, which boy, that was a weird book. Wolfmund, 1 and 2, 5 centimeters per second, and From the New World. All right, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We can do it, I believe. So really quickly, I'm just going to show hold the camera above my head. So these are the original, I guess you could say, collector's editions of Fruits Basket. I honestly prefer these immensely to Yen Press's because these are hardcover and it's amazing. I wish Yen Press did theirs hardcover. The first volume of Gundam, The Origin, that's not manga. The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, hardcover novels. Alice in Murderland, the manga. What else do we have up there? The Oscillator, Vinland Saga, the first 2, Wolf Children, that's an amazing hardcover, by the way. Twilight, the art's good, but the story's still Twilight. Lucky Star, 1 through 7, those are kind of hard to come by as well, and Akira. Alright, bringing it down a little bit. We have Surzuka, 1 through 9. I'd love to collect all these, but they're hard to find, and it was never finished. Or was it finished? I don't think it was. Then we have Die Wir Gerdir, which is like German or something. It's a pretty good volume, but it was weird. Welcome to the Ballroom, a much better dancing series than Let's Dance a Waltz. Much better indeed. Highly recommend this one. Happiness, Volume 1, Neo Parasite, Princess Jellyfish, a Zoids manga, Sweetness and Lightning, and Kill La Kill. And then we have My Barefoot Gen, and I do have Volume 6, by the way, which is extremely hard to find. Moving down again, we have Maximum Ride, Volumes 1 through 7, in Witchcraft Works Volume 1, Alice in the Land of Hearts again, I don't know what the difference is between the ones Yen Press published and the ones 7 Seas published. I don't know what the difference is. Then we have, obviously, these first 4 volumes, and then we have the original series, which is Barakamon. I haven't read all of these yet, but I've heard it's really good, so I want to blitz through some of those. And then just some more random volumes here. We got Awkward there and stuff. Moving down here, we have Love at 14. I really like Love at 14. I've seen some videos that have been like, don't read it, it's terrible. Which surprises me. I love Love at 14. I love Love at 14. I can't remember who I saw, but they were like, they were like, just don't read it, don't bother, it's terrible. And they didn't say anything else about it. And I was like, excuse me, I happen to like it a lot. But I'm sure I don't like some series that they like, so it's all fair. Bunny Drop, first 4 volumes are great. Then it gets a little weird. If you've read the series, you know what I mean. Prison School Omnibus 1 through 5. And we have K-On! 1 through 4, as well as the college volume. We have the omnibus edition of Another. 1 volume of Carnival, Darker Than Black, and some more Higurashi. And then we have Umiko, which is okay. I don't particularly care for it, if I'm honest. Then we have my Dark Horse omnibuses, which are really nice, by the way. So obviously, we have the first volume here, and then we have a couple volumes of Card Captor Sakura, which Dark Horse has like the corner market on like some of the most amazing omnibuses. They've made some really shitty ones in the past, but these ones are very nice. Oh my goddess, this is one of my, like, I love having these in my collection because I think these are brilliant omnibuses and I love the story so far. I've been really enjoying reading these. Then we have Blade of the Immortal, Volume 1. I'm going to read that very soon. Then we have what is this called again? Planets. Is it just called Planets? Oh, it's rather simple. But not to be unexpected. Planets Volume 1 and 2. Clover. And then we have Shaman Warrior 1 through 9. And then we don't have all the volumes. We have some of the volumes of Bride of the Water God. So those are pretty cool. And then we also have a volume here. What's this called again? I forget. I read it, but it was pretty interesting. Wandering Island. That's right. I couldn't remember what it was called. Wandering Island. Alright, moving down to some more Dark Horse. We have Pantheon Stalking, a few volumes of Blood Sea, Chobits. I do have the second omnibus, but not the other ones. Then we have Translucent 1 through 3. Danganronpa 1 and 2. This one's signed by the guy who plays the bear, Greg Aries. That's the guy who plays Whiny Kid in Dead Man Wonderland. Then we have this series, man. This series, I don't even know. But yeah, we have that one, and like the kind of off volume of it as well. Gunsmith Cats, which is like the only volume that ever really got me in trouble at school. It was this volume in particular, by the way. Angelic Lair. So these are some volumes one of my friend gave me once. They didn't want them anymore, so they just gave them to me. I got some Trigun volumes, and as well as some Hellsing volumes. They're kind of random, but I have them. And then we just have a Hack GU novel, as well as a Love Hina book there as well. Getting down. Oh, okay, down on the ground again. I've had this one for a long time. Infinity Studio. Are they still around? Because I have some Infinity Studio manga, but man, I don't even remember them. They were kind of before my time. This was a interesting volume, but I like it. Then we have High School Girls. These are backwards for some reason. 1 through 6. I bought those used and pretty cheap. So these are all just like older companies, or not as common companies. Then we have Net Comics, which these ones are the right way round, funnily enough. 1 through 7, which I believe is the complete series. I have volume 1 of this somewhere else, but I'm not really sure where it's gone at the moment. And then we have Make Love and Peace. I bought this used for really rather cheap, if I remember right. It's got plastic on it. Saucy. Comic Party 1. Oh, I keep reading to put my camera up. Comic Party 1 through 3. And then I got these. I don't even remember where I got these, if I'm honest. I got them for 50 cents, apparently. So that's a thing. 1 through 5 of those. Then we have Alien 9, 1, 2, and 3. And then we have Naomi Nokovic, which I really like her Temeraire series of novels. But she did it in manga, apparently, which I thought was kind of interesting. And then some more odd volumes here in the end. Then we have down here, we have our novels. We have Spice and Wolf, 1, 2, 3, and 5. 1 and 2 of the first couple. I have some Sword Art Online, obviously, here. Then we have some of the No Game, No Life novels. The Devil is a Part-Timer. Certain Magical Index. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? A couple volumes of that, as well as... and then we also have this here, obviously, which is actually... I've been listening to the audiobook. It's been really enjoyable. And then 2 more volumes again. These are the soft covers of the Haruhi Suzumiya books. I have 2 of them. Oh! And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls... That's it. That's pretty much all of it. I can maybe in another video, we'll come back here and we'll look at some of the other stuff in this room, like all my Nindroids and some of my figures, and maybe some of my comics, and we'll do like kind of like just like another video just to show all the stuff in here. But this video's probably been long enough as it is, so I think we're gonna call it there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like honestly, thank you so much. This video has been so fun to make. Oh, I should show you this as well. Before I forget, boom. This is like the favorite thing in my collection, so I really probably shouldn't forget to show you this. Boom! Get it on my thing here. I have the Spice and Wolf omnibus, the whole complete collection book right here. It's so glorious. It's numbered, I think it's like 217 or something like that, and it's signed by the author. Amazing! So, unless I forgot something, that's going to be it. So please, guys, leave a like, leave a comment. Please share this video with your friends. I'd like more people to see this because I'm excited about it and maybe they will be too. But anyway, guys, I've been FatalFerret, and I'll see you back on the prowl next time. Bye! Oh, and just before I end, these are the volumes I'm reading right now that just weren't in the video because they're in my bedroom getting ready to be read. And those is the pile started for next month's manga haul video. Anyway,